spring paints India in a riot of color. Few places celebrate Holi with a spirit like that of Varanasi, or Kashi as it is most famously called. From the exuberance of the holy traditions to the devotional fervour along the ghats, this is the season when the city comes alive and welcomes travellers from across the country and the world. So if you're planning to experience the festival of colours at its most vibrant, while soaking in the timeless magic of the Ganga, then the Brij Rama Palace should be your address. Perched on the Darbhanga Ghat, this heritage palace hotel offers not just a stay, but a front row seat to the colours, culture and soul of Varanasi.
Pranam, welcome to Brij Rama.
Thank you so much.
Sustenastaracho Arishtanemihi.
Pranam, Ms. Poddar. Welcome to Brij Rama Palace.
Thank you so much.
Please have a seat. Cold towels and welcome drinks.
Thank you. Kashi is the world, they say. While some call it the city of ghats, others call it a city that is older than history, older than tradition, and older than legend itself. It is a city that experiences a remarkable interplay of life and death. Today, Outlook Traveller is here at the Brij Rama Palace in Varanasi, which is also the second oldest palace in the city. This 19th century structure is a testament to the rich history and cultural tapestry of this city. We have with us Mr. Abhilash Singh, the front office manager at the Brij Rama Palace in Varanasi, who will take us through the history and architecture of this beautiful structure. So tell us about this particular hall here.
So this is the Batik area. In the past, if you can see, the place where we welcome our guests even in our home, so we call it the Batak. Yes, it is a lobby, but we named it Batak. Just we take the word Batak from the past, and that's our Batak terrace. So this is the place where we welcome our guests and then we proceed for the check-in.
Okay.
This way, please. So please mind your head and watch your step.
Why are the doors so low, Mr. Singh?
There is a history behind this. It was believed, whenever you are going to meet with the king, so you need to bow. And the second reason, during war, enemies find difficulties to enter into the palace. So these are the two basic reasons why in the palaces they keep the doors very short height.
Alright.
This way, please. Please mind your step and watch your head.
Thank you.
So this is our reception and this is our regular dining, Darbhanga restaurant. It's a multi-cuisine restaurant where we do serve breakfast, lunch and dinner along with the high tea. This way, please.
Thank you.
So as I told you, it took us more than 18 years to restore the palace. So you can see a few pictures over here. These all we have taken during restoration. So it was, you can see it was completely reversed by the time. So this is the reason it took so long. Now here we come, we have recently launched our new restaurant, Angad. Here we do serve history on a plate. So basically it's a storytelling restaurant and we have a 10-course tasting menu over here. It's not very heavier, but it's a very different, a unique kind of restaurant what we have launched in the palace. And this is one of the restaurant you will not find anywhere in Varanasi.
Thank you so much, Mr. Singh, for having us here. It's a pleasure. So talk to us a little bit about the location of the palace.
See, this palace is one of the oldest landmark on the Ganges. And in total, we have 84 ghats starting from the Assi Ghat till Namo Ghat. And guests can enjoy, as you can see, the guests can enjoy over here the sunrise setting in the morning, and it looks beautiful in the morning. Entire water looks like a gold in the morning. So we can proceed
Absolutely.
side, and I'll take you to the palace.
Thank you so much, sir.
Please.
Thank you.
So this is the main central courtyard of the palace, and we call it Angad. We have lots of activities performed here. Like since morning there is a yoga classes, then we have a yagya at the second floor. This is the place where in the evening we have a astrology session, and there we have a pottery session. If I talk about the history of the palace was built in 1812, and it was built by the Sridhar Narayan Munshi, who belongs to the Marathas, and he belongs to Nagpur. It's in the state of Maharashtra. So you will see the entire structure, it belongs to the Maratha. After that, it was gifted by him to the Darbhanga king, and he was Sri Rameshwar Singh Bahadur. So he gifted this palace in 1914, and at that time Rameshwar Singh Bahadur added second and the third floor into the palace, and the elevator that was man pulled before, and that was one of the oldest elevator in India. In 1994, our owner late Sri Arvind Agrawal ji, who bought this palace, and it was his dream to give this city a beautiful, unique hotel. So this is how the palace was built. But after taking in 1994, there are lots of challenges, and it took us more than 18 years to restore the palace. Why it took so long? Because you can see all the sandstone which came, it's all across from the 70-kilometer place from here called Chunar fort, and it cannot be possible to lift those heavy stones from the boat, so it all came across through the alleys. And if you see the alleys backside of the hotel, it's so narrow. So these all the challenges was there. When we have taken the second and third floor was completely reversed by the time. So we have a spa on this floor. If you will go towards the terrace, right on the corner we have a Arama spa, and in total we have 32 rooms in the palace in 7 different categories. So starting from base category Nadidhara, and the most expensive room which I just show you, the Varna Burj. After that we have 3 Maharaja Suites. So I'll take you to that room. So this is our top category Varna Burj room. Total we have 4 rooms, which is the river facing, 3 Maharaja Suite and 1 Varna Burj. This is having a 180-degree view, and it looks stunning in the morning during sunrise, and when it was a full moon, the room looks awesome. And the view from the room, it's very stunning.
From Angad, representing Brij Rama Palace, Varanasi.
Talk to us about the philosophy at Angad, chef.
Philosophy of Angad representing 3 different guardians with the whole menu resolves around. First guardian is Sridhar Narayan Munshi ji. Second guardian is King of Darbhanga, Rameshwar Singh Bahadur ji. And third one is Babu Rich Palmas.
So talk to us about the first course, chef.
First course is Celestial Guardian. As the name stands celestial, Sridhar Narayan Munshi ji have great belief in astrology. His astrology, it's representing on that achapam, the dish itself. That's why we created it in the jewelry box. 10 crores is fortified heritage. On this we are representing Ram Laddu. We're giving it with a clarified coriander charge, and on dill leaves and coriander salt chutney inside. Final one is Whisper of Ganges. It has a sacred, have coconut cream, betel leaf and tender coconut, which is sacred, considered sacred. That's why we used it. And betel leaf, it's representing Banaras with pani, so we use it in the dish.
A stay at the Brij Rama Palace places you at the heart of Varanasi. You are just a walk or boat ride away from the Assi and the Darbhanga Ghat, where the morning and evening Ganga Aarti take place. The air hums with devotion as Pandit chant mantras. Lamps flicker against the twilight sky, and devotees lose themselves in the timeless magic of Banaras.
But stay at the Brij Rama Palace comes with incredible food, the sound of the holy wave blessing you every morning, and an evening of cultural performance. It lies only a stone's throw away from the Darbhanga Ghat, where crowds gather at the cusp of dawn and dusk to attend the Ganga Aarti. So come, experience the best of Banaras at the Brij Rama Palace.